Hello, forever friends and family. I would like to welcome everybody to our weekly webinar. And today's the title of webinar is the new book, which we are going to read, to study, and hopefully to implement as soon as we possibly can. The title of this book, I Will Until Unlock Your Limitless Power to Succeed. But before we start to read this book, I would like to change the screen, to switch the screen to other picture. And I would like to encourage everybody to share your personal experience regarding almost new products, Forever Marine Collagen. Isaac, would you please confirm what do you see on the screen?
The collagen.
Excellent. And let me start my personal testimony. It's not that much I could share with you, except that I start to drink just a few sachets, like you see on the screen, 2 packages on the left of the box and 2 packages on the desk. But it tastes delicious. This video with the presentation or about Forever Marine Collagen on my YouTube channel, you know how to sign up, you know how to watch this video. It's only 40 minutes and 33 seconds. Numbers is right here on the screen. I'm not going to play this video. You could watch it on your own, and I highly recommend you to watch it. And if you need any additional information regarding this product, do not hesitate to contact me. I have 2 files in English and in Russian languages. So everything for you. Next, anybody would like to share your personal experience, and just unmute your microphone and speak up. I could see that Nina Denhardog from Ahaya Senior Manager. Please go ahead, Nina.
Good evening, everybody. I have been taking collagen for a couple months now, and I dissolve it with water, and the taste for me, it's a little bit sour. And I add aloe mango. I love aloe mango taste, so when I add mango, it's more tasty for me. And I usually drink in the evenings. So I like this product because it's not only good for our skin, on the top of our skin, and I know it's good for all our organs. So I will continue take it. I don't know how many months, maybe minimum 3-4 months to have result, and maybe later I could say what I get with collagen.
Thank you, Nina. Anybody else? Nadezhda Ettinger, supervisor from Brooklyn. Please go ahead, Nadezhda. Nadia, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Like Nina told that she is using collagen because it's not just for skin, really for whole body, for whole organs. And I'm starting to using collagen like probably already like 4 months. And I drink it as it is from sachet. I open sachet and drink it because I like the taste. And most of the time I drink it at, before to go to the bed. And I think it's working better. And what can I say? Collagen, I think it's everybody like looking for great collagen, and marine collagen, it's probably one of the best. Any product that Forever Living created for us, they're doing with love and with great knowledge. They're looking everywhere before to start to produce anything. And I always trust our company. And really, collagen, in my opinion, it's really, really great. And I see it, it's a little bit different before it was and now with my skin. Yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully, many of us will use collagen. We all need it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia, very much. And I believe that next person is the supervisor from Brooklyn and friend and partner, Isaac Gelbinovich. Correct, Isaac? Go ahead.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all. I watched the video and then I heard presentation of the most reliable manager from New Jersey. It was a previous webinar, and she gave a very useful and very detailed presentation about collagen. And I said, why not? So I ordered and I started drinking it just straight up before I go to bed. And I don't know yet the results. Obviously, I just started like 3-4 days ago, but I'll report it when I'm finished the box. Thank you.
Excellent result. Congratulations. You survived after 3 days.
Oh, I'm even smiling.
Yes, you're still alive. Very good. Okay. Gennady Semenchik, it's mean Lyudmila Semenchik, supervisor from Brooklyn. Go ahead, Lyudmila.
Good evening, everybody. I have the same story like Gelbinovich. Isaac has it because in the previous webinar, we have a very good advice to use it. And I decide that probably it's time to try. I ordered it, I received it yesterday, and I'm not going to take by myself. I want to share with my friends for them to represent this product, which is very popular for men and women. We'll see the result. After that, I will report.
Okay, thank you very much, Lyudmila. Anybody else? I believe everybody who would like to share information already did so. I would like to thank you, everybody. Let's move to our title of the webinar. Let me switch the screen for a second and we will continue right now. Okay, book is on the screen, correct, Isaac?
Yes.
Okay, the name of the person who wrote the book is a Darrin Kidd. I subscribed for his email at least 5-6 years ago. He is very, very good. He has nothing to do with Forever Living products. I don't even know, I don't even want to know what company he's working with, but he is a very, very good and successful multi-level marketing professional. He has valuable videos, valuable information. I shared his information many, many times on the Go for No with Alex Facebook, and we discussed years ago a couple of times his presentation, etc., etc. Now he released his book. As soon as I saw and he sent me an email that he's going to publish this book, I grabbed this book right away. I start to read it and I enjoy, and I decide immediately that I must share this information with my friends and forever family. So let's start to read. I would like to introduce and ask to continue to read my friend and partner from Brooklyn, Isaac's supervisor, Isaac Gelbinovich. Isaac, let's do it that. Go ahead, please.
Good evening again, and let's start. For things to change, you have to change. Dedication. This book is dedicated to my biggest fan, my mom. She always encouraged me and believed I could do anything. I know she's cheering me on from heaven. Your past does not equal your future. Forward, success is close. Growing up, I was blessed to have amazing parents, but I remember very clearly how stressed they lived, were on a daily basis due to the lack of money. They worked hard and sacrificed so much to give us what we had. My dad would always say, someday we will do this. Someday we will do that. The day my dad passed away, I remember driving my mom home from the hospital. She was crying and angry. She said, I will smack the next person who tells me that money isn't important. Look, how much time it robbed from our family and how it's too late for your dad. That's when I learned that someday leads to a town called nowhere, and that some people some days are other people's every days. Years ago, when my oldest daughter was little, I told her that someday we would go on vacation to Disney or to some special place that I didn't go to when I was growing up. She believed me and started saving. Into her piggy bank went all her spare change, even money she had worked to earn. Then, at one of the lowest point in my life, my daughter walked in and saw that I had busted open her piggy bank and was taking her Disney money just to trying to get enough to buy some things to eat. She saw this and ran out of the room crying. I remember looking up with tears in my eyes and asking God, how could I get so low that I'm taking my daughter's money for Disney World? That moment was a line in the sand for me. That was the day I said to myself, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. What we don't have, we tolerate. And I was done tolerating. I walked into my office, pulled out an index card, and wrote those words. I will until. I was not going to stop until I had achieved success or died trying. My family deserved more, and I was going to give it everything I had to make sure it happened. Success is buried right underneath frustration. I couldn't get any more frustrated, so I knew that I had to be very close to success. And if you are frustrated, know that success is close at hand.
Isaac, please hold on for a second. I would like to scroll all pages at the beginning. I would like to make my personal comments on this. For things to change, you have to change. I encourage everybody to take it very, very personal. If we want to make changes, we must change it. We must do some changes with ourselves. That's number one. Next, your past does not equal your future. He shared the story of his dad, what affect his, pretty much the same way. Now, I said to myself that moment I was lying, that moment was a line that they sent for me. That was a day I said to myself, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's very powerful. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. That was my feeling in beginning of 2004 when I joined, when I thought to be or not to be, to join forever or not to join forever. It was very, very difficult and challenging time for me. Then it happened a couple of times. Then in May 2004, when I discovered for myself that I should have a goal, and I had a goal to make my wife retire as soon as possible. I did not have a specific date at that time, but it was my goal in May 2004. And it took 4 years for me to accomplish this goal. So my goal was I will until, and I accomplished this goal. It was the happiest time of my life on August 1st, 2008. After 4 years and 2.5 months, my wife was able to retire from her work. So I will until, it's really valuable. I will until it's done. Isaac, please go ahead.
Introduction. The I will until mindset. Let the I will until mindset seep into your mind, heart, body, and soul. I will until is the will to win. It is the muscle that wills you to win, that enables you to see obstacles as stepping stones. I will until is the white hot laser focus that keeps you on track, never wavering to the right or the left. I will until is the driving hunger that never lets up, never gets satisfied, never settles, and never slows down. I will until is a desire to achieve every goal and every dream you have. I will until. Habits and rituals. At first we create them, then they create us. Information is good, but transformation is better. Chapter 1. Becoming just 1% better. One day I heard a speaker ask, "Can you get a little bit better today than you were yesterday?" This is something that was so simple, but it resonated with me. Everything that I had heard from successful people up until that point had felt so far away and undoable. Getting a little bit better each day was something that I felt was doable. Yes, I could do that. However, focusing has always been very hard for me. I've had ADD, ADHD all my life. If I read 10 pages, my mind would wander off and I wouldn't remember what I had read. But I decided to do my best to do a little at a time. Statistically, I've heard that most people don't read more than one book a year after high school. So, if I read one book a month, in 10 years, I would have read 120 books compared to my 10 books by everyone else around me. The compounded effect is to your benefit, the speaker said. No kidding. I wanted something different than the masses, and I knew that I would require me to do something different than the masses. That also was logical. Can you listen to a 15 minutes training or podcast every day? Again, of course I could. Here is the benefit of all this reading, studying, listening, and improving. When you focus on getting 1% better every day, in just 1 year, you are 37 times better. Not 37%, but 37 times better. That puts you miles and miles ahead of any competition. And that is light years ahead of the masses. Answer me this. Could you get a little bit better today than you were yesterday? Could you be a slightly better version of yourself today than you were yesterday? Of course you can. Most people aren't willing to do something so simple because they don't see massive results right away. But it's about progress, not perfection. You see, the same thinking and behaviors that got us to where we are today are not the same thoughts and behaviors that will get us to the next level. To get something different, we must do something we were never done. Yes, it can be intimidating. However, it's extremely important to focus on where you are going and not on where you've been. Don't look back unless that's the way you want to go. Focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. Be just 1% better today than you were yesterday. Knowledge is not power. It's potential power. Chapter 2. Getting out of my own way. Success stories of other people had motivated me at first, fired me up, got me excited. But I reached a point in life where their success stories only made me mad. They ticked me off. The motivation turned to agitation. At first, I was happy for someone who got their dream car. But with me continuing to fail at everything in life, I was ready to kick their car as, as I walked through the parking lot. No, I didn't do it. But I can't say it didn't cross my mind. I started to let my stinking thinking take me down. A path that was making me bitter and not better. It was a light bulb moment when I heard a mentor say, "You don't make what you want, you make what you are. If you want to make more, you have to become more." Thankfully, I had a few people in my life who told me what I needed to hear and not what I wanted to hear. This mentor went on to say that there was one person at the scene of every accident challenge in my life, and that person was me. It was time to stop having a pity party for myself and stop being a victim. It was time to step up and take responsibility. If this were to get better, I must get better. It was time to take a checkup from my neck up and get rid of that stinking thinking if I ever wanted to create and design my dream life. It's not about how-tos, it's more about how you do the how-tos. That's why 80% of success is psychology and mindset. My attitude needed a reboot. I had filtered everything through my negative mindset, and that negated my success. When I heard successful entrepreneurs speak, I would think, of course, I would think of excuses for why they were successful and I wasn't. They must come from a big city. I live in a small town. They must be great public speakers. I feel like I'm going to pass out if I'm in a room of just 5 people I already know and just think of speaking to them. They must have a college education. I have a lack of education. They are probably rolling in money. I'm playing for food stamps. We can make excuses or have success, but we can't have both. What I needed to do was change, but I didn't know how. Something clicked inside of me when the speaker asked, "Can you get a little bit better today than you were yesterday?" Yes, we were bankrupt. My car was about to be repossessed. We were on government assistance, and I was taking medicine for depression. And I felt like a failure in every area of my life. But I could get 1% better every day. That I could do. It was little, but it was doable. Over time, the compound effect of little by little growth turned into massive success that was truly beyond my expectations at that time. If you had shown me my future at the time, I would not have believed you. I became my own rags to riches story. No more taking money from my girl's piggy bank, wishing I could feel my family health food, but couldn't because healthy is usually more expensive. Watching my wife and kids pull out of the driveway in a beat up, tore up, dangerous car because I couldn't afford a better, safer one. Cursing the ATM because it would only let me withdraw money in 20s increments, but I had less than 20 in my account and couldn't even get to it. Being in church and my heart wanting to give, but I had no money to give. The late billionaire Paul J. Mayer told me, "You will never get past your self-imposed limitations. We all have an invisible lead in our own heads. That lead holds us back from our true potential. That lead is our mindset, and we will never get past what we feel we are worth." I learned that my enemy was me. When I got out of my own way, everything changed for the better.
Isaac, thank you very much for your reading. Please take a break, and I would like to ask continue to read. Friend and partner, the most reliable manager in New Jersey, Iris Christabel. Please continue, Iris.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Isaac. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Peter Drucker. Chapter 3. You need a solid foundation. Success has a foundation. Down below the surface of any success, great or small, are things you don't see. They are invisible, but they are real and support the success that is up on top. Without them, success would be impossible, and it would not last. Sure, you can have a one-story shack right on the ground, but if you are building anything bigger that you want to last longer than a few weeks, you need a deep foundation. The massive skyscrapers you see in big cities that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars have foundations so deep that it boggles the mind. Thankfully, with the right foundation, you can build anything. Here are 3 foundations that you can build any success upon. Foundation number 1, be coachable. Sadly, most people are willing to learn as long as they are comfortable with what they are being taught. If it rubs them the wrong way, they aren't very coachable. But if it rubs you the wrong way, then most likely it is meant for you.
Hold on for a second, Iris. I would like to read this section again. Foundation number 1, be coachable. Sadly, most people are willing to learn as long as they're comfortable with what they are being taught. If it rubs them the wrong way, they are not very coachable. His requirements, foundation number 1 again, to be coachable. Please go ahead, Iris.
Comfort zones are meant to keep us safe. Sameness is security, but nothing grows in a comfort zone. Everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. That means your big goals and dreams are only going to be realized after you leave your current comfort zone. And most likely, the next comfort zone after that as well. Embrace change. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You must think differently and do something differently if you want to go to a place you've never been before. I've had highly educated people with multiple degrees ask me to coach and mentor them. There are usually 2 different scenarios with such people. A, they use their education as their filter. For example, I had a doctor who rejected everything I said. It felt foreign, uncomfortable, and was not what he was taught in college. B, they're smart enough to know that they don't know. Another doctor admitted that he went to school to be a doctor, not an entrepreneur or marketer. He acknowledged the different model, mindset, and skill set. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it, was his reply. Of these 2 scenarios, guess who will get the best results? Clearly, the person who is coachable is the person who is going to be most successful.
Hold on for a second. I want to emphasize they are smart enough to know what they don't know. And majority of the people who join network marketing or forever living products, they don't know what they don't know yet. So they must be patient enough to learn, to study, and to be coachable. Please go ahead, Isaac. Oh, I'm sorry, Iris, please go ahead.
Guess who will make the most money? Of course, it's always the coachable person. Most of the time, non-coachable people have big ego. But here is something to remember. Big egos equals small pockets. Thankfully, the reverse holds true. Say no to big ego. Accept that you don't know everything. Be coachable. That is where the big money is. Foundation number 2, be willing to put in the work. If you plant a garden today, you don't expect a harvest tomorrow. That is ridiculous. Who in their right mind would do that? But we do all that all the time with business. I've seen many people start a new business venture and fully expect to be immediately successful. Don't get me wrong. Expecting success is good and shows a positive mental outlook. But building a successful business takes time and effort. If you are an entrepreneur, you know that. You know that no harvest comes in the same season that you planted, and you are okay with that fact. Success is a process and it takes time. There's marked difference between being an entrepreneur and being an employee. Employees exchange time for money. They put in the time and they get paid for the hours they work. Some prefer this model, and that is great for them. Entrepreneurs put in the work in the beginning with very little results. Eventually, those efforts compound, so they're getting paid for more than they are doing. In a microwave society that wants everything now, it is so easy to think that success works the same way. But it doesn't. You have to put in the work, be consistent, and continually look to improve. You have to force yourself to focus on the right things. HPAs, high payoff activities, and PPAs, profit producing activities, and not on the results. Often this comes in the form of a side gig, where someone works a job or a career full-time and builds a business on the side. It's like the late great Jim Rohn used to say, I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune.
I just want to read it again. Often this comes in the form, I'm sorry, I forgot to say sorry, Iris, please forgive me.
No problem.
Often this comes in the front of a side gig where someone works a job or career full-time and builds a business on the side. It's like the late, great Jim Rohn used to say, I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune. Go ahead, Iris.
It's not how much you do, but the effectiveness of what you do. Remember, being busy does not necessarily mean you are being productive. It's all about being effective. Do more in the time you spend, even if it's only a couple of hours. With technology, you can reach more people in a few days than was possible in several months back in the old days. With technology now, we can build a business right from our smartphone, iPad, or laptop. We can build a global business and make a worldwide impact. The opportunity is greater than ever. Being an entrepreneur means, number
Hold on,
one,
Iris. Hold on. Thank you very much for your reading. Take a break. Please, I would like to ask continue to read. Friend and partner from Brooklyn, Assistant Supervisor Zoya Sergey. Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Being an entrepreneur means, number one, in the beginning, most likely you are going to work a lot harder than you're getting paid. Remember, you aren't an employee, you are a business owner. There's a difference. Number two, by doing the right things consistently, getting a little better every day, seeking advice and guidance from others who have what you want, and putting in the work, you begin to see the tide change. Number three, the goal is to eventually get paid more than you work. People begin to ask, how did you become an overnight success? Of course, they can see all the hard work behind the scenes and the sacrifices you made along the way. Foundation number 3. Stay hungry. How do you keep going when you feel defeated, burned out, unmotivated, and discouraged? The answer: stay hungry. Hunger gives you clarity. You know your why for building your business. Hunger makes you strong. You have to be stronger than your excuses. Hunger gives you stamina. So you stay strong enough, long enough to battle through the challenges and create the life you want and deserve. If you think making money is your number one goal for building your business, when things get tough, and they will, you will quit. Money is not a strong enough motivator. You have to add emotional attachment to your money goals. Many people can decode the truth. They want to live life on their own terms and want to design a life they love. But it's not all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. In the real world, success is a fight. Is it worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. I heard from Edison, former co-CEO of Primerica, say, "We are designed for success, but programmed for failure." It's true. The world is constantly telling us more about our limitations than our possibilities. I personally believe we are made in God's image and have greatness inside of us. We haven't even tapped into a very small percentage of our full potential. Staying hungry will help get you there.
Hold on for a second, Zoe, please. I love this. We are designed for success, but programmed for failure. It's super powerful. Super powerful. Go ahead, Zoe, please.
Big egos equal to small pockets. Chapter number 4. You must dream big. It's time to stop thinking small and turn on the dream machine again. As a kid, we had dreams of doing amazing things. But as we got older, the world and others told us what they thought we could do. Our dream machines started to slow down, and for many people, the dream machines shut down completely. It's time to wipe the dust off and turn them back on. I was once sitting on a private jet with a multimillionaire who had paid for over 1,000 people to go to college, given over $400 million to charities, and owned more than 40 companies around the world, who suggested that I create a vision dream board. That's childish and silly, I thought to myself. Then I remembered where I was, on his private jet. If he says to do a dream board, then I should do a dream board. What makes dream boards so important? A big part of dream boards is that they help you visualize what you want, and that helps to add emotional attachments to your goals and dreams. When you are emotionally attached to what you see and really want, there's nothing on earth that can stop you. Perhaps your dream board will have pictures that you go with written goals such as these. You paying off your mortgage. You giving an acceptance speech in front of a crowd. You're achieving a certain rank in your company. You're retiring your spouse. You're putting your kids in a better school. You're being able to work by the pool. You sleeping until the crack of noon.
Sorry for interruption. I shared with him my stories. That's why he put it here in the book. You retiring your spouse. Everybody heard that, right?
Mhm.
I was joking, of course. Go ahead, Zoe.
You purchasing your dream house or dream car. You traveling to your dream vacation spots. Wherever it may be that you choose to visualize, your body and brain begin to produce the same chemicals and endorphins as if the experience actually happened. You can experience an experience before you actually experience it, and your body and brain believe it. We naturally move in the direction of our expectations that we focus on, and whatever we are familiar with. This is why we all must be very careful about what we focus on, because whether good or bad, we end up going in that direction. Here is a secret. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Focus on where you are going, not on where you've been. What you seek is actually seeking you, and what gets your attention gets you. It took me decades to understand the power of thoughts and words. Now I understand. My thoughts and words are like a paintbrush, and I paint my tomorrow with my thoughts and words of today. What you think and speak are like seeds that you paint today and harvest tomorrow. That means one thing. You reap whatever you're consistently sowing. If you don't like your harvest, use a different seed. If you like your harvest, keep it up. Remember, your thoughts determine your feelings, which then dictate your actions. You can't always control the thoughts that enter your mind, but you can control what you do with them once they enter. Take charge of your thinking, fuel the right thoughts, and displace the negative with positive. Tell your brain what you want. It's amazing what happens when you are proactive and intentional. Your brain may not be used to it, but it will do whatever you command. Have you ever wanted to buy something? Maybe it was a special watch, pair of shoes, shirt, or car, or paint something. Maybe it was a special color for your house or living room wall, or travel somewhere, and then suddenly you notice the same thing everywhere around you. Out of nowhere, you see people with the same shirt. You pass several of the same cars. You see houses with the same color. You meet people who have been to where you want to go, and on and on. What was all that? Suddenly you are aware. It's on your radar. You see it everywhere. More specifically, that is your brain's RAS, reticular activating system at work. The brain is designed to keep things out or block unnecessary things. It focuses on what is relevant and most important. But when you decide to focus on something, your RAS subconsciously goes to work for you. That's why it's so important to tell your brain exactly what you want to focus on. Then you can step back and let your RAS go to work for you. Depending on your wants, you will see and hear opportunities, you will meet people, and you will discover things that serve you, all in order to accomplish your goals that you would have missed otherwise. To activate your RAS, you must tell your brain what to focus on. If you keep telling your brain, I can't afford it, your brain will subconsciously go to work to prove you're right. Thousands of times each day, it will focus on that limitation and give you reasons why you are correct. After all, your brain's RAS is only doing what you told it to think about it. Instead, ask yourself, how can I afford it? Then watch your RAS begin to get creative as it looks for ways to solve your challenges and accomplish your mission. Ask better questions and you'll get better results. That's because empowering questions get you empowering answers. Your quality of life is improved by the questions you ask yourself. Go ahead, ask yourself empowering questions. They have the ability to turn your dream machine on again. Here are a few empowering questions to ask yourself. What can I learn through these challenges? How can I grow through this rather than just go through this? Will I allow this to make me bitter or better? What skills do I need to learn in order to accomplish my goals? Who can I learn from? Books, mentors, coaches, podcasts, etc. What associations will help me break through to the next level? Asking the right questions will also give you the right perspective, and that helps push you through the most challenging times. Empowering questions activate your RAS and get it working on your behalf, looking for answers to your challenges. A great friend, best-selling author, and mentor of mine, David Bird, always says, anything we ever achieve or win, we achieve and win in our head first. How true. The same thinking and behaviors that got us to where we are today will not get us to the next level. To get something different, we must do something different. Turn your dream machine back on.
Zoe, thank you very much for your reading. Well, I think we should stop here right now and encourage everybody. If you have a question or comments, please unmute your microphone and go ahead. We read a lot of valuable information. It's a lot of stuff for us to learn, to study, and to implement in our forever business. Any volunteers?
Yes, Alex.
Yes, go ahead, Iris.
Yes, I think this I already learned a lot, like the 4 foundations that he mentioned, and there's a lot of like quotes that I've heard from somewhere else before. I'm seeing it all over again in here, and I really like the start of this book, and we're just starting on this book, so it's really a good start.
Excellent. Thanks a lot. Zoe, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I really loved some information that we have to be very careful of what we think and what we have in our head, like questions. And it's very important to have like something what you want, because some people want something but they don't know what. So it's so important to express in a question or like in a sentence what really you want, and then it starts working for you.
Absolutely correct. Thank you very, very much. And special
Thank you
when,
so much.
thank you. And special when you think, okay, I cannot do that, your brain stop working automatically because there is no goal. You already command yourself, I cannot do it. I will not do it because I cannot do it. But if you think, how come he can do it, she can do it, why I cannot do it? I will do it. I will until, period. I will until, end of this story. Anybody else? Nadia Edinger, go ahead, please.
Really, I was listening to Isaac and Zoe and Iris reading the book, and really so many questions in my mind. Those questions in this book that Darrin Kidd brought to us, really very like asking you, it's asking myself that, my God, I need to look on it. And definitely when Alex will put, I will read again and put more note, because I need to think about it more, because really very, very important questions that that I definitely sometimes telling myself wrong, giving wrong direction to my mind. And really, thank you very much, Alex, that you brought it to us. A really impressive book, and definitely looking forward to the next chapters. But before, I need to look on it more deeply. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nadia, for your comment. Thanks a lot. Now I would like, who else? Ludmila
I just-
Semenchik. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just wanted
Go
to
ahead,
add
Zoya,
that
go ahead.
it's so difficult to change. If you want things to change, you have to change. It's not easy to change because I like the idea here that if you want to change, do something, or start doing something, and then probably change will happen. Yeah, it's interesting.
Very good comment. I would add just one thing. If it would be easy, everybody can do it. If it's easy, everybody can do it, but it's not everybody can do it because it's not easy. And you have to change, you have to change. Who is
And I
next,
like
please?
and
Go
I
ahead.
like the story when they say, they say, you have angels around you. They're flying and asking all the time, what do you want? What do you want? And when you say, I can't do it, they say, okay, I respect. You can't do it.
Of
So,
course.
and they never help you. And when you say, I want to do it, so they, what you want this? Okay, we'll help you. I like this story also.
Thanks a lot, Zoya. Luda Semenchik, go ahead, please.
2 days ago, I heard it's very interesting that you have to do with your thoughts like you every time to check what you wear, because you can wear something and look great. It's the same. Be careful with your thoughts. And in this book, I have proof that is true, and it's what you think. What you have what you think. It's really, really very important.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Really, it's like the same. If you thought about the car, I know about the car. When you have this car, almost everybody has the same car. You see it a lot, and every time it was surprise for me. But according to this book, not only for me. It's a life. It's
Absolutely.
our thought.
Okay, thanks a lot, Luda.
May I?
Yes, go ahead, Isaac.
Thank you, everybody, for your comments. Just a few comments more. I noticed one little thing that he said, be just 1% better today than you were yesterday. Just 1%. It's so little. But then 1% cumulative effect gives you 37 times better. Not 37%, 37 times, which is mind-boggling. Okay? Just 1% a day. So when we want to change and we say, oh, I'm going to change everything. No. If you say everything, as soon as you say everything, you change nothing. But if you change a little and change often, just 1% a day, we can change everything. One more thing is that he said, instead of saying, I cannot do that, ask yourself, how can I do that? And our wonderful brain will find a way. This is my favorite phrase, and I use it all the time. Instead of saying, I cannot do it, ask yourself, how can I do it? And you will find a way. I tried it many times, and it works all the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac. Nina Denhardog, Senior Manager from Ohio. Go ahead, Nina. Friend and partner for many, many years, for 14 years and a half. Go
Yes.
ahead, Nina.
I think it's very important is attitude to what we think, and also to go forward no matter what. And of course, don't listen to our negative environment. And to change a present, we need to really, really want to do it. Because if you dream big, you can get no less that you want. So I think so. And this book is showing how he, first of all, start thinking about how to change his life and life of his family to better way.
Thank you, Nina, very much. You know, the very powerful sentence from his book is, I am sick and tired to be sick and tired. It's touched my heart. Now, I would like, I believe everybody speak up who wants to speak up and share some thoughts, and I would like to say thank you, everybody, and I would like to say thank you, all readers, Isaac, Iris, and Zoya, and I would like to ask Iris to share her testimonials regarding Forever Marine Collagen, her personal story, and stories, some stories from her team. Iris, go ahead, please.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So I'm sharing my story. I've been using now that it's back, I've been using like almost a month the Forever Collagen. My own personal experience is that every time I actually move it up to my room because and I have a water in my room because I like to drink it every night, so I don't forget, so that my body's like resting and then it's doing its work. And I see a difference in my face. It's like when I wake up in the morning, it's like my face is so bright and so clean. It's like rested. So I think it's the collagen, because I have to like take a double look at my face, because I see the skin is like it's like, I would not say glowing, but I feel like it's glowing. So it's a different look on it. So I believe it's the collagen. And I also have like some testimonies from my own the users. It's like when they use some collagen, it seems like their knee pain goes away. So it helps them with the pain or their knee or the back. But I don't have that, so I see only the difference in my face. But I also feel good using it, because I know it's also good for not only the face, the skin, the hair, but also the inside of my body. So I will continue to use it, and I look forward to the change that I will see.
Thank you, Iris, for your story and your testimony. I would like to say thank you to everybody who joined us today. This webinar is recorded. It will be on my YouTube channel no later than after tomorrow. So enjoy, review, and share information and help other people to feel better and look better. Special thanks to readers, and thank you everybody again. I'll see you next Monday. As always, if you may have any questions, you know how to reach me. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.